In today's episode, I will be sharing with you what is my favorite go-to green smoothie recipe. This is a recipe that I make every single morning. So if you want to know what it is, well, stay tuned and watch. This is Alexandra Villarroel Abrego, and I welcome you to another episode of AlexandraTV. Now, today's episode is about my green smoothie. You see, the truth is that I love bread, I love pasta, I love chocolate, I love wine, I love all things that are not really good for you. So in order to find balance in my life and in my eating, well, every single morning I make myself a green smoothie. So that like this, my body can still have the good things that it needs in order to function well, but I can still enjoy the little guilty pleasures that I have. Now, before we get started and I start showing you what are the ingredients and we of course make the smoothie, well, I invite you to go and download your free posters of the A.V.A pyramid and the wheel of the year. These two posters that we've created are completely free. You can go and download them in the link below this video, and also you will find there the recipe. So all the ingredients you'll need and everything for your green smoothie. All right, so without any further ado, let me start showing you what are the ingredients that I always put in my green smoothie in order to make it healthy, but also, of course, delicious. I remember for the longest time, I used to drink green smoothies and they weren't very good and I didn't really like them and I felt like they tasted weird. So now I have found the magic formula, the perfect formula in order to make a healthy but also delicious green smoothie. Now, everything begins with the green base of the smoothie. Now, of course, we know that greens are good for you, right? They're good for your health. Now, every morning when I make my smoothie, I choose either between spinach or kale, or sometimes I combine both, right? Now, it really depends on how you feel. Spinach, you feel it less, you taste it less. Kale has more of a little bit of a bitter taste. So again, it depends on how you feel. You can choose both or just one of the two. That's really the base of my smoothie. The second thing that I always put in my smoothies is some celeries. Now, again, some greens, right? Now, celeries are very, very good and they have a lot of antioxidants. There's actually a lot of people that make the celery juice cure. Maybe you've seen the challenge online because it has so many health benefits. Now, I can do that challenge because I really dislike with great passion the taste of celery. I cannot eat the celery like that. So to put it in my smoothie, well, you don't taste it that much, right? So I always put some celery and of course also banana. So either 1 or 2 bananas. Now this gives it more of a smooth texture, right? More of a consistent, I guess I can call it like that, texture, but also bananas are full of magnesium, which actually help with reducing stress. So it's very, very good for you. So I always put some bananas. Another thing that I like to put in my smoothie is some lemon juice. So I usually put half of a lemon just to give it a little kick, and plus lemon juice is very good for you. Then I always put some frozen fruits. Now here today I have frozen berries, but it depends on the days. Sometimes I'm gonna put some frozen peaches, sometimes some apples, sometimes some frozen mangoes. It really depends on the day, on what I have available. And fruits are good for you, but of course you don't wanna have fruits that have too much sugar in it. I used to actually put fruits and then some honey, but I realized that then the level of sugar is way too high. So now I just put the fruits, and again, depends on the day. And I like them frozen because like that, it makes the smoothie cold and nice in the morning. A great way to wake up and start your day. Now, the last 4 ingredients I think are the most important ones. So of course, we got some water, obviously. Now, you can also put some maybe almond milk or some coconut water. Depends on how you feel and what taste you prefer. I've tried them all, and I honestly just prefer this, flow water, my flow water that I love, 100% naturally alkaline spring water. That's what I always put. I feel like it's just better and it doesn't mix too many flavors, because then with the almond milk it gives it another texture, another type of flavor. So I stick to water, but that depends on you. Another ingredient that is very, very important for my smoothies is some turmeric. Now you can buy it in powder, you know, that the turmeric that is in powder that you can put even in recipes and food. I like to buy it like this, and then I peel it and then I put the turmeric in it. Now it really does stain your fingers. It creates like a kind of like orangey color, but I think it's worth it because it comes, you know, it's more, I guess, natural, right? It's not processed. Now turmeric is good for so many things. You know, there's a lot of people that say that if they're going through an illness, you know, I've heard a lot of stories of people going through cancer and going through chemo and everything, and this really helped with reducing the symptoms. But it's just good, like so good for your body overall. And there's a lot of people that also drink golden milk, which is basically coconut milk with some turmeric powder. So I always have one of these inside of my smoothies, and you barely taste it, really. You don't taste it almost really at all. Now the next three things are the seeds that I like to include in my smoothies. First of all, I put some chia seeds, which are very good for you. Then I put some hemp seeds, also very good for you. And then I put some flax seeds as well. Now this just gives you energy. It has so many health benefits, all of them. It's just good for your body. So this is really a health potion that you're having every single morning. So without any further ado, now let's begin making the delicious smoothie. So here you go. Here you have it, my morning smoothie recipe. I do this every single morning. I drink this every single morning, this green smoothie. And like I said, this is a way for me to find balance when it comes to the things that I eat, because I do enjoy the guilty pleasures of gastronomy. You know, I like food that is rich in fats and sugars and salts, you know. So in order to still have the right intake of, you know, nutriments and vitamins and things like that, well, this is really the perfect booster to have every single morning. So every single morning I pour myself a glass, you know, of this, and then I also like to put some in a mason jar so that if the next morning I'm too busy to make one from scratch, well, I have one for the next morning, or maybe even for later on in the day. So if you like this video, don't forget to like it, don't forget to share it with all of your friends, and of course subscribe for new episodes every single week here on AlexandraTV. And in the comment section below, let me know if you want more recipes of maybe other smoothies or other things. And that's it. So now I'm gonna go enjoy my smoothie. See you next week.